Hello everyone, welcome to Sonic Station Highlights! Sonic Station Live updates you on many exciting news surrounding the legendary blue player Sonic the Hedgehog, and the English version of the stream is brought to you by SEGA staff Rena
and Edo. Together, we will be discussing the highlights from the latest Sonic Station Live broadcast, which was out on June 23rd, when we celebrated Sonic's birthday, the 31st anniversary of the franchise, as well as the release of Sonic Origins. We'll be catching you up with information you don't want to miss, including all the behind-the-scenes stories from Sonic's creators on this stream.
Right, and please keep in mind that since this is a translation of the Japanese broadcast, some of the information that we'll be discussing may only be applicable or available to those who live in Japan. So, thank you for your understanding, and let's get started.
Starting with Sonic Origins. Producer Nobuyo Hashi has joined us once again to remind us that Sonic Origins and Sonic Origins Digital Deluxe Edition, which includes all the DLC packs from the start, is now available digitally on the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Windows, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S.
And it comes with the 4 OG Sonic games fully remastered and playable in various modes, connected as one big storyline in an all-new opening and ending animation. Check out the Sonic Origins official website for more information.
Next, on to news headline. Let's take a look back at some of the events that took place around Sonic's birthday this year. On June 24th, the Supersonic Q&A took place on the Sonic's official Japanese Twitter account. Here, Sonic answered a bunch of questions from fans about anything really, his adventures, his private life. All topics are welcome. So, we'll be posting a compilation, or we may have posted a compilation by now. So please check out the link below. It's subtitled in Japanese, English, Korean, Spanish, and Chinese, both traditional and simplified. Then, on June 25th, we held a fan meeting in Tokyo, which was super fun.
Yeah, it was so much fun. We were both there.
We were there. It was really amazing. And you can see a glimpse of this event on the latest SoniSanpo, which is a very wholesome video series where Sonic's plushie takes a walk around Tokyo. This is posted monthly on both our YouTube channel and our Japanese Twitter account. So please check that out. Links in the description. And then, please also check out the Birthday Countdown illustration project, which we called various artists to make official art for the birthday countdown, of course. This took place from June 17th until June 22nd. These were amazing, so beautiful.
Make sure to check that out. Also, everyone, big news. On this day, June 23rd, it was announced that Hololive VTuber Korone Inugami was announced as the official ambassador for Sonic the Hedgehog.
Ooh.
So she's going to be joining us for many upcoming events this year and next year, and sharing her love and excitement for anything Sonic. So, here is the official logo for the collaboration. And here is the official uniform that Korone will be wearing for any of the collaboration events that we'll be doing. Look at the details. And yeah, also it was announced that the Japanese dub of Sonic Movie 2 to be released in Japan on August 19th in theaters. She participated as a voice actor in one of the scenes. So if you go see the dubbed version in Japan, make sure to see if you can spot her in some of the scenes. And it was also announced that we're currently planning a SEGA Sound Team and Korone Inugami collaboration music event. So you'll be hearing more about that in the future. Stay tuned.
I'm very excited about that.
Next up, let's talk about music. This time, Sonic series sound director Otani-san has joined us to talk about his work in the upcoming game, Sonic Frontiers. As you may notice in the trailers, the music we've heard so far has a very somber, melancholic tone. And Otani-san explained that the music we've heard so far is one of the soundtrack for the first island. It reflects the historical background of the island, and it also made to link with the player's emotion while playing the stage, which is the first island.
It's very different from usual Sonic's music that we're used to hearing, but since the game itself is taking a new approach in regards of game design and level design, Otani-san thought it's time to do something new, try to provide a new feel to Sonic's music. The theme of this island was described by Takashi Iizuka as mysterious. And from early stages of production, it was also described as desolation and loneliness. So, very 2022. Here though, Korone-san asked whether there would be a more aggressive or fast-paced tunes to go on the soundtrack, to which Otani-san answered, "Do you really think Sonic's music will stay quiet the whole way?"
Okay, so he said there are many composers who worked with him for the game's soundtrack, including those from a younger, newer generation of Sega sound team who has not worked on Sonic music before. He hopes that they will also bring in a new gust of wind to the Sonic series.
He also said that he was very happy with the reaction from fans overall after the first trailer came out. They commented on the sound design, and he has expressed that he's working very hard on the environmental sounds as well as the sounds for special battle action scenes, so players can fully, deeply immerse themselves into the game.
Right. In addition, Otani-san commented that there, in fact, will be a soundtrack with vocals. Do we have another legendary Sonic bop coming up?
One for concerts in the future?
We'll just have to wait and see. The sound team is also planning to release a Sonic Frontiers soundtrack video, so stay tuned for that.
And then lastly, on a completely different subject, if you live in Japan, and maybe some of you do, don't walk, run to your local arcade to play By My Deluxe Universe Plus. The song Reach for the Stars Recolors has been added to the playlist as of this July. And that is all for the music this time.
Now on to Picture Diary, aka Sonic Picked. Sonic Picked is a series posted every month on Sonic's official Twitter account. The series beautifully portrays the everyday life of Sonic and friends outside of what we see in the game. And in the stream, they discussed all the Sonic Picks that were posted in May and June. So let's take a look.
Starting with May. This is Amy's training session. Japan has rainy season start in May, so Amy has decided to start training indoors. We can see she's practicing her girl straight jab from Sonic Battle, and if you look closely, the sandbag that she's punching, you can tell that probably Tails is the one that made it because of the logo it has. Also, you may tell from the windows that this is actually the house of Tails in Sonic Battle. So keep a close eye, guys. We can also see Emerald to the side, and he's working as Amy's personal trainer. It's very heartwarming actually to see these two interact, and they're bonding in such a nice way. So I'm pretty sure Emerald can he cherished these wholesome, beautiful memories.
We miss you, dude.
We miss you.
All right, from June we have Sonic and Chip celebrating their birthday together. So this is set in the beautiful town of Apotos from Sonic Unleashed. Next to Sonic is Chip, who couldn't remember his birthday as he lost his memories. Sonic just told him that they could share a birthday, and they had a birthday party together with the chili dog and a chocolate parfait and of course a birthday cake. So in Unleashed, I think a camera was used during the nighttime for an exorcism minigame to turn the villagers back to normal. And it seems like they used this camera during the daytime to take the selfie, which is adorable, and I'm sure Chip cherishes these moments as one of his core memories. We miss you. We miss you, dude.
Everyone.
A lot of people.
Yeah, that's all we have today so far for Sonic Pick, which uploads every month on Sonic the Hedgehog's official Twitter account. You can search for #SonicPicked, or view the moment feature on Twitter to see all past posts. Please look forward for more posts coming in the future.
Alright, on to Onsoku no Rutsubo, aka Supersonic Melting Pot. In this section, Toyoda-san discusses about Sonic's story and characters outside of the main game series, and this time the IDW comics were the main focus. So Toyoda-san talked about how the SEGA team and the IDW team works very hard and very close about how the story goes along in this comic series.
Going over the relationship between SEGA and IDW, Toyoda-san explained that the outline of the story is first agreed upon between IDW and SEGA of America. And later, when the time comes for the plot and the dialogue to be decided, Toyoda-san is actually part of the checking team, which also includes some staff from SEGA of America. Whereas the art is checked on its side by Yui Karasuno, who, I think everyone knows from Sonic Pick series, this lovely t-shirt we have here.
Thanks.
He then went on to showcase how the games also work as inspiration for the comics and how they get ideas from all sorts of sources. He used the example of Whisper, which is a new character from the comics, right? She uses wisps as part of her weapon, and the example that he had was she throws out crystals and then she shoots a cyan wisp which bounces. And this is inspired, of course, by the cyan wisp from Sonic Colors and Sonic Colors
Ultimate.
Then we also went over the covers for the comics. The English edition of the IDW comics are sometimes drawn by Yuji Uekawa or by Yui Karasuno. Yuji Uekawa used to draw for the first year and the covers, and then Yui Karasuno has been doing it for the second year onwards. Toyoda-san mentioned also that this was very interesting for us, that in Japan we don't have this, but in the US there's a culture of different covers for the same comic book. So you can collect it and enjoy different kinds of art. We find that really interesting. And then Hoshino-san also jumped in to say that the team has been very invested in overseeing the story since its inception, since chapter 1. He also shared that the story is being handled by longtime series fan Ian Flynn, who is also in charge of the story for Sonic Frontiers. So very interesting. The team and Ian, they trust each other so much and they're so invested in this, we can't wait what's going to happen, right?
Right. So after this, Toyoda-san talked about the process of translating the IDW comics from English to Japanese. So first, a translator goes over the comic, they translate all the text, who's followed by a checker who knows a lot about Sonic. They proofread the comics, the text, and makes adjustments to submit to Toyoda-san, who does the final check. So everyone's very invested in making this comic the best it can be for the Japanese audience so they can enjoy it in par with the games. And also in the Japanese release, they actually kept all the sound effects that are written in English. They didn't translate it into Japanese, and Toyoda-san was asked why as to this was the way it was, and he said they didn't translate the sound effects because it kind of functions as an aesthetic for each of the pages.
Right, I guess many of our fans will also know, for example, in the West, when I lived there, I remember manga used to have the sound effects in katakana, and that would stay. So I guess it's the same, in Japan also, when there's English comics, they keep the sound effects in English, so it's part of the art, it's part of the whole set.
Right, it's part of the art. So if you want to check that out, the Japanese editions of the IDW comics are available from volumes 1 to 5 on the SEGA online store, and volumes 1 to 3 are available digitally. And volume 6 is coming up in August. And so far, 2 full arcs have been released in America, and the third one that's ongoing, right? But in Japan, we're still going through the second arc. So make sure if you want to read the Japanese version to check that out. And that's it for Onsoku no Rutsubo. Alright, and that's all we have for today. This broadcast was very fitting to celebrate Sonic's birthday. Did you guys see the cake that Amy made for Sonic? Did you guys see all the hearts on top? we had a bite afterwards and it was delicious. So rich.
It was incredibly sweet. Like, getting over that. We're glad to see the whole squad also joined for the stream. A compilation video of the VTubers themes should be available in the description, guys. So we'll have it below. Check that out as well.
Right, anyhow, we hope you enjoyed the English commentary that we did, and we hope to see you again in another video where we do another English commentary on the upcoming stream. Make sure to give us a like and subscribe to our channel. Bye!
Bye!